Good morning, Gryphons sports fans out there. My name is TaylorVision from the University of Guelph radio station. Today, for our Gryphon and Special Olympics Sports Show, I will be interviewing head Gryphon cross country and track coach Dave Scott Thomas. Dave is the most decorated coach in Canadian intercollegiate sports history, having won 24 CIS Coach of the Year awards. He is also the head coach of the Speed River Track Field Club. It works with 5 Olympians. Welcome, Coach Dave.
Thanks, Taylor. It's good to see you again.
Coach Scott Thomas, can you tell us how you first got started in coaching and what motivated you to coach cross country and track?
Yep. I got started in coaching way back in the day. I had run cross country and track right here at the University of Guelph. And a couple of things happened. My own coach here got ill for a little bit and needed some help, so I started doing a little bit of work there. And then also there was a local high school, St. James, that was looking for a coach, and I thought, well, this would be a good way for me to be involved in the community a little bit and return something not just to the sport but to the city that I was really fond of. So I just sort of got in the ground floor there and started working with people, and it took off from there.
Thank you. Coach Dave, could you tell us what it was like to be at the London 2012 Summer Olympics as a coach to watch your runners compete? Your whole family was there with you also. What was that like?
It was cool. You know, it's a real special thing. So I'm not a kind of guy that gets his mind blown by going to the Olympics. I'm lucky that I've been to a few of them. I just look at it as a great athletic competition. They tend to be in really big cities and really hot and crowded, and that's not my thing so much. But to be there with people that I worked with for a few years is dear to my heart. It's incredibly exciting, and then my family come along was brilliant. So we had 4 people from our unit from Speed River at the London Olympics, and my wife Brenda came along and our 3 daughters, and we were able to watch all of these people that have been around as my kids have grown up to compete. I tell you, I won't forget being in the stadium with our whole family watching Hillary Stellingwerff in the Olympic 1500 final. We were 12 rows back from the start, you know, and she was in this stadium with 100,000 people cheering and a global television audience, and that's the connection between her and my daughters is really strong and powerful, and that was just an incredibly special moment for me, one of my best as a coach.
Coach, it says that you take the whole person approach to coaching. What does that mean?
You know, somebody made that up about 14 years ago. Leslie Carson wrote that as a sentence for when we were starting to promote the program, and it sounded kind of good. So I think you'd have to ask Leslie what whole person approach means. I think anytime you're involved in a people profession, you're beholden to try to serve them as citizens and human beings first. So I mean, I agree with that. So as much as a huge part of my role with any athlete I work with is trying to get them to run faster, I always try to be conscious of the fact that athletics plays an important piece of their life, but a piece of their life. And so you have to be aware about the individual nature of everybody you're working with and what's right for them and how you're trying to guide them through life to get them to something bigger than where they currently are.
Yes. Congratulations, Coach, on your Gryphon men's and women's cross-country teams winning the 2014 CIS Championships last fall. What were the keys to victory at this event for the Gryphons?
Yeah, you know what? It would be simple to say that they're just really good athletes, and that's true. I mean, these are probably men's and women's combined our strongest teams ever. So they're very, very talented and very good. But more so, this team rolled this fall because of their character. You know, they could have been physically as talented as they are and still won, and it wouldn't have been quite as sweet as it was. These were really tight teams. They functioned well together. They supported each other. They adapted. The weather at CIs was crazy. I mean, 110, 120 kilometer-hour winds. Hail was coming in and rain. We were right up by the Atlantic Ocean in Newfoundland. There's a tendency for conditions like that to mean the gap gets closed between the mid-range teams and the high-end teams. And in fact, I think we opened it up, and that really has to go with just how tight and professional these teams were. They're highly, highly skilled athletes.
Yes, thank you. Coach Scott Thomas, you have coached in Guelph for 18 years. What do you like best about coaching at the University of Guelph?
It's always about people. 100% slam dunk. This is my size of city. I went to university here. I did 2 degrees here. Universities are creative environments. If I have a question and I don't know the answer, I mean, there's all these people around that have this experience and this knowledge that I don't have. So, and every year I meet new people and make new friends that teach me. And I just don't think I'd find that anyplace else.
Yes. Coach, what does the future hold for the Gryphon cross-country and track teams in the Speed River Track Club? Do you have any athletes preparing for the 2016 Summer Olympics?
Yeah. So for the varsity programs, we have our cross-country teams have been winning for a while, and frankly, for me, that never gets old. Like, I'm as hungry today to keep on trying to win CIs as I've ever been. So we want to continue that pattern and that history. Track, we've been winning recently. Track and field's really complex. There's a lot of events. The team's really big. But the last 5, 6, 7 years, I think we've established ourselves as one of the stronger programs in Canada. We've won 5 national titles in the last 6 years. So we want to keep that going. Stronger and deeper. I want to keep pushing the boundaries and being creative. And we absolutely do have people that are on track for 2016. So we're at a point now where I would not just hope to have athletes in Rio de Janeiro at those Olympic Games. If we don't have anybody there, I think it would be fair to say we'd be disappointed. We're ambitious in our targets. We've generally been pretty successful at that. So I'm hoping we had 4 in London. I'm hoping we have more in Rio.
Yes.
And they're in here, and they come walking in this door every day.
Yeah. Now, I do have a little fun question here.
Oh, you're going to catch me off.
Now,
you're going to be about hockey again, right?
Well, no.
You're going to confuse me because you know more than I do,
Well,
and you think faster, and but I'm ready.
But, okay. Is it, Coach, I do the sprints in track. You think it could make me a champion?
Here's a question for you. Do you think you have the heart of a champion?
Yes.
Well, then the answer is yes. Then we can make you a champion, man. You bring the attitude. We'll figure everything else out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Coach Dave, you have coached with great success. What advice about sport and life would you give to other young people who want to coach?
Oh, young people that come in and want a job like this one. So there's a lot of things in there. Firstly, they're few and far between. They don't fall from trees. You got to kind of make your own path, and you have to be really creative. And the big thing I would say is you have to be really resilient. So that means you got to be able to take a lot of long, tired days and a lot of no's and a lot of this isn't going to work and a lot of problem solving, and not let it get you too down, and just pick yourself up and get back in the game over and over and over again. And if you have the type of attitude to do that, you can maybe make a go of it. So, it's like anything you want to be passionate about in life. If you want to get good at guitar, at some point you have to sit down and play a lot of guitar. It just doesn't come easily.
Yes.
And coaching is no different. So, you got to look within yourself, have a little fire in your heart, and then I would say this just about anything. Put yourself around good people and you'll be okay.
Yes. Thank you. In closing, I would like to thank CIS Award-winning Gryphon coach Dave Scott Thomas for being on the sports show. You are known as one of the best career builders Guelph has ever seen. It's been awesome to interview you. Thank you.
You're a very good community builder yourself, Taylor. So you're an award-winning journalist now. So thanks very much. I appreciate your time.